Here with our special guest as well. We here with Paige Ellis. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Thank you for coming out.
Happy Sunday.
Thank you. Happy Sunday. A little rainy Sunday, but it's all good. You know, we blessed.
Okay, now we was talking off air a little bit. Now you told us where you were from already, so let the people know where you from.
Yeah, so originally grew up in Minnesota, cold, snowy Minnesota, and I've been here for the last couple years. Been focusing on family and music.
Ain't nothing better, right?
Yes.
What was it like growing up in cold Minnesota?
It was cool. I mean, just really went to church a lot, had a couple of friends, did music maybe at the end of grade school, like 8th grade. That's when I was just like, ooh, this is what I want to do. So.
Did you learn how to sing in church?
That's where it kind of started, yeah, because I did a lot of, we used to have these groups where we would have to sing and perform a couple of Sundays throughout the year. So I did that for a little while. But it wasn't really until, like, high school I was actually performing in front of people, like my own stuff.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
So what was that transition like from church to, you know what I'm saying, actually finding or carving out your own lane in music?
The transition, it wasn't too hard because, I mean, I still tried to incorporate my Christian faith in my music and still like shine my light in my music. So it wasn't too difficult.
What's been like the hardest part of the journey as far as your music making ability goes?
I think the hardest part is, two hardest parts. I think they're pretty equal. The financial aspect of, you know, making money as a musician. And then also when you write all these songs and they get stashed away and you just really want to release something, but yes, it's not perfect enough to release. So you kind of like hoard a bunch of music as an artist. So I think those are like hand in hand right now.
What's perfect enough? Like what do you consider that?
Good question. I guess the mix matters the most.
For sure.
Yeah, and then the catchiness of the song. Is this going to catch people's attention? Did I put enough lyrical content in this? Stuff like that.
How do you go about like critiquing that though? Do you have like a friend or a fellow musicians or engineer, somebody talk to and you be like, hey, or you just like self-evaluate it yourself?
A little bit of both. I have more of a circle now that I throw my music out to before I release it. Mm-hmm. And then I'm also right now starting to engineer my own stuff. So having worked with great engineers, I kind of, listen to how they did it and watch a bunch of YouTube stuff to figure out how I can do it. So to critique my own stuff too.
Shout out YouTube University.
Yes, and it's free. But they getting paid too, so.
For sure.
How long did it take for you to like find your comfort level in the music?
Not too long. I would say people identified my voice and my tone very like quickly, and I think that helped me gain confidence in like my voice. But in my style, it comes a lot from early 2000s R&B. So that's really like the foundation of my sound. So it wasn't really hard at all. I know exactly what I like.
So I heard you pick up to that Aaliyah record that was playing before we got on pretty quick.
Yes.
Would you consider like that era of like or her and herself an inspiration to your music?
Growing up, I didn't really get in tune with her, but recently I actually have her album like spinning on my Spotify right now on my way here. So that's funny, but yeah, her style is just very cool and collected. So I try to incorporate those like classy female artists that didn't have to do too much, I like that about her. And, Beyonce, of course, she's like my number one. Christina Aguilera, I liked her too. Jasmine Sullivan. So just the soulful, deep tones of artists I like.
For sure, yeah.
Do you miss that era of music? Because it seems like those type of artists are now few and far in between.
Yeah, I definitely miss it. We had our go-to artists that we listened to, like our Keisha Coles, our Monicas, and Brandies. But now, since it's so many people, it's like they're hidden away. You got to really dig deep.
Keisha Cole is one of the greatest artists of all time. Yeah.
Not too many people know that though.
She one of the greatest artists ever. Like I had my YouTube on shuffle. Then Heaven Sent came across the shuffle. I was on Kanye like graduation and stuff. So it was all from that era. Mm-hmm. Then I'm just watching the video. I'm like, damn, I need one of them picture frames that got, like the MP4 picture frames. You could play a video. I'm like, if I ever get my hands on that, I'm putting that video and letting that song play like nonstop in that frame. Bro, I love Keisha Cole, bro. And there was a point in time people was playing with her like she's selling like spaghetti and fish plates or some shit. I'm like, y'all bogus as hell. Put some respect on the legend name. But I say all that. Now my next question is what's the difference between making music in Minnesota, like pretty much the music scene in Minnesota, to Chicago?
It actually, when I left, I really realized how artistic the community was out there. It's more small, so people come out and they know who everybody is. Here, I feel like it's so big and scattered, but I'm still learning a lot about original artists. I see a lot of cover bands and like opportunities to do cover music here, but I don't know. I think they're both great cities. Prince came from Minnesota, so
no doubt.
Yeah, I don't know.
I would say here you say it's Minnesota is small. It's gonna be a moment where once everything come together. Chicago's a big city, but like once the pure essence of it, you're gonna notice, especially now with these newer artists, a lot of things are connected. You know what I'm saying? And it's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? If you ask me, because everything coming together at the right time out here.
Yeah, I see it. There's still time.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Now Chicago is also a scary city to be a newcomer in. How has Chicago embraced you and your talent?
When you say scary, what do you mean by that?
Because when you get on YouTube and you type in Chicago, or even if you Google Chicago, you know what I'm saying, more than likely the worst things about Chicago are going to come up. So everybody already has a preconceived notion about Chicago and what goes on in Chicago. So for you to come from Minnesota, which is, I'm going to just call it like, Minnesota might as well be Chicago. It's
right next to you.
seven hours away, but still it's down the street.
Yeah.
But how has Chicago embraced you as an artist?
So I've only been like active here for about a year. Last December was like my first show here. I think over time, like slow baby steps. People congratulate me. My name comes up. I get different opportunities. So it's happening slowly but surely. I feel like the community here is pretty warm to the sound that I have, and they really respect my art, which I appreciate the most. Just the other night I performed. It's really like the old heads that really like are into my voice, and I like that.
One of my favorite things with R&B is you gotta come to the table with a subject matter. Like that's like the bottom line. You can't come like what can you talk about in R&B if it ain't no subject matter? You You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I mean, what else can you talk about besides love? Are you sick of hearing love songs in R&B?
Me personally?
Mm-hmm.
Not really. I've been actually not really. I ain't even gonna cap. I love R&B. That's I love both hip hop and R&B 50-50, but like I say, you like R&B sometimes it ride out because it gotta come to the table with a subject matter. You know what I'm saying? And I do a lot of writing, so of course when I'm writing, I'm gonna lean towards like some melodies a little more and subject matter more. It helped me get out of writer block, shit like that, yada yada yada. But you said that like that's what you sticking to, the love aspect of R&B.
I mean, I feel like that's the foundation of R&B, but you know, you can go into like trials of life, being, you know, what do you call it? Confidence, a confident anthem, niggas ain't shit type of thing.
I was just gonna say nowadays,
Boo.
nowadays on the R&B you can get off with that sleazy shit too. Like Brent Fires, he don't got to talk about love and he dropping straight hits. You know what I'm saying? And I rocks with Brent Fires, so I feel like the subject matter, like you shit. Either way, you got to come with the subject matter. But what's some current R&B that you lean towards today? Even the type for yourself.
Who do I listen to? Like artists?
Yeah, listen to, and like what's some of the subject matter that you stick on today for yourself?
Jasmine Sullivan. She's a number one artist. Yes. Who am I listening to? Janae Aiko.
Hard.
She's positive. She be talking about smoking.
Nah, for sure.
Beyonce. But the subject matter is just, like love, really, and loving who you are.
Love conquers all.
Yeah.
All right, we just played the song A Little.
Yeah.
You say you was giving him just a little of you. With you speaking on love, do you feel like nowadays love is harder to find?
Well, I'm in a relationship, so it's I wouldn't say hard to find. It's just hard to actually be in love. Like nobody really knows how much it takes to actually love somebody. Like it's a true sacrifice. So
why do you think that?
Because we all kind of selfish or set in our ways. We don't want nobody to help us. We don't want to listen to nobody's feedback. But it's a journey, like, and it really takes you losing somebody to actually appreciate. Oh, I think I actually love that person. So
I feel like everything today is too captured in moments that'll never stick to what a person actually go through. Like for instance, if I see some shit online, you know, and be like. And like, I don't know, I need a good example, but pretty much if I see some shit online and I be like, all right, I want this applied to my relationship, but that don't mean just because it's online for me to see don't mean it's going to be in my actual life timeline. So I could be hung on that, and I could be straining me and my girlfriend's bond over some shit that will never be for us, you know what I'm saying? So like, I feel like people got to real life live in reality. That's like the biggest downfall of why shit don't go that way no more.
It's hard, yeah, because comparison kills. But it took me a while to get over that too, like seeing cute couples and what they do, and I want this and I want that. But you gonna get something like that eventually. It's just, you know, every love goes through seasons, so that's what I've learned.
Will you put your man in a song?
Like talk about him?
Positive or negative?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I have some already out about that, but it's just hopefully it's all good stuff going forward. It was a lot of bad stuff, heartbreak stuff, but yeah, I think we all do that because that's what gives us the lyrics to write, the emotion.
For sure.
Is it difficult for you to be like vulnerable through your music? Or is it easy?
It could be a little difficult because you don't want to. I don't want to spill all the beans of my personal life, So that's why I try to like listen to other artists and how they storytell. It's all about like storytelling, and you want to be relatable, but you don't want people all over your business. So
Heard that. Now you mentioned Beyonce a couple times in this interview. Were you a part of the Renaissance this year?
I actually didn't go. No,
To the concert? You
I
didn't watch
wasn't
the
paying
movie
for
either?
that. To be honest.
You ain't watched the movie either?
No, it just released a couple days ago. I do want to see it though. Somebody was just telling me about it, like how amazing it was. So
You say I wasn't paying for that.
I seen her in concert a few years ago on the Run tour with Jay-Z.
She's an experience, you know what I'm saying? And one thing, I ain't go to the concert or anything, but I felt like I was there. I seen it on everybody's stories, everything, every platform I seen it. But one thing I took away from it is, it was everybody said it was worth the money, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because she gave people an experience, and that's like one true art that's really missing a lot, because I seen a lot of concerts and everything, and one thing I wanted to take away from every concert that I walked into is an experience. You know what I'm saying? So how do you prepare as an artist for your own shows and stuff like that?
Kind of like what you mentioned. I watched a lot of Beyonce, and how she's just her work ethic, and you see if you watch other great artists, you kind of take that little thing, take that nugget of maybe you gonna have a script to tell during each performance, so you know what you're gonna say. Or praying helps me a lot, because for a long time I didn't feel like I could actually do it, because I be having stage fright sometimes, to be honest.
It'd be like that.
And I'm just like, God, give me the confidence, please. But yeah, I mean, just trial and error too. Learning what you didn't like that you did last time, I'm going to change that for the next one, and it just keeps going.
For sure.
You learn and grow.
Yo, do us a favor and yourself a favor by hitting that subscribe button. Make sure to tap that notification bell as well so you can stay updated. Now let's get to the video.
All right, Paige. I like to ask people the same question towards the end of the interview. Now, this is my personal favorite question. If you can go back and give your younger self any advice, what would it be?
Don't be scared. I think when I first started making music, people would always tell me, watch out, somebody's going to take your stuff. Somebody is going to finesse you. Somebody's going to do this. The music industry is all bad. So I just always had my guard up on a lot of different things that I feel like blocked a lot of blessings. But at the same time, if God has something for you, it's going to happen anyway. So.
All right. Vocalist, songwriter, model. If you had to choose either one of them, you don't got no choice but one, which one would it be?
A songwriter.
Why?
I like storytelling, and I feel like that's the most challenging part of the package, being an artist. That's the one that challenges you to grow and learn more and connect. So I think that'll be fun to do for like forever.
Could you actually see yourself taking that back seat in the future?
Mm-hmm. That's one of my goals, actually, on my bucket list, to like write for A-list artists and things. So I'm working on that.
What is success defined to you? Success in music?
Just being able to pay my bills.
In life.
Oh, in life?
Fuck it. All together.
All together. Happiness and being proud and confident in what you do. Like I don't want to be embarrassed by anything, or I don't want to be doing something that I hate. I want to enjoy my work. So back to the initial one, in music, just being able to pay my bills from music.
Hey.
All right, you touched on one goal that you have. What are some more goals that you have to end off this year and to begin 2024?
To end off this year, and musically, just maybe like drop another cool video. Taking off next year. Oh wait, no, I forgetting to mention. I'm about to perform with a band in a couple weeks. I haven't performed with a band in a long time, so I want that performance to go amazing. I want to get great feedback from that. So
Let's get it.
yeah, to begin next year, I mean more opportunities to showcase my art to larger audiences.
Can listeners expect project, album, EP, something coming from you?
A project of some sort. I don't know if it's gonna be EP or album, but it's gonna be something.
All right, before we get out of here, tell the people how they can get in tune with you, stay in tune with you, find everything you got going on.
Paige Ellis Music. That's all of my social platforms. Paige Ellis Music. And I'm on all streaming. I have a website as well. It's just paige.com. And y'all can purchase my music too.
Big facts. Now,
Let's get it.
there's one more question I want to ask before we get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
What's one song, like if you didn't know anybody from a can of paint, they walked up to you, asked you, what did you do? You told them you was a singer. What's the one song you pushing them to listen to first?
Peace and Patience.
Why?
Because it's something that the world really needs right now. If nobody knew me, I want them to know that I'm spreading the love. You know?
All right, we got Peace and Patience queued up right now, but before we get into that, is there anything else you want to say to the people before we get out of here?
I want to say to y'all, thank y'all for having me
You're
and
welcome.
talking with me today. And I want to tell the people that y'all should expect some great music, some great R&B that's going to bring you back. That's what people always say. I love your music because you bring me back. So expect more of that.
Hey, I said your engineers be glassing your shit. And
Yes.
that ain't no cap. You got that timeless flow up in there. So that go a long way. You know what I'm saying? You say you just heard about iLLANOiZE and likewise. As for myself, I just heard about your music. So project EP, send that. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Send that through. Yes,
Thank
sir.
you.
All right, Jimmy, talk to the people.
Oh, shoot. Let's get it. Shout out to our guest Paige Ellis for coming through. You know what I'm saying? It's been a pleasure hearing about your story, and it sounds like you still a student of the game, and I'm pretty sure that you will remain, you know what I'm saying? And you I don't know how long you've been in the city, what, like 2-3 years? Mm-hmm. So you still fairly new to the grounds, and like you approaching the game with grace, and that go a long way. That get you in a lot of doors, you know what I'm saying? They always say sometimes you can't be kind of nice about stuff. But yes, you can, because you gonna pave your own path off of that, and you coming in the door with good product, and you open the feedback about it, and I'm sure you confident about it, so that's gonna go a long way. And here, at iLLANOiZE, I'm excited to continue to hear about your journey and see where you take things to and everything like that. So, like I say, you got some music, send it through. We'll check you out, put it on the air, all that. So make sure you stay in tune with that.
For sure.
Let's get it. And follow me, Groove Nuke, GROOVNUKE. Follow Ill Sound Radio, ILLSOUND Radio. And we going 2 for 2 today. I don't think I mentioned that at the start of the show, but we going 2 for 2 today. We got our special guests in the building, Cam and Michi. So we finna go and get into that as well. And Jay, what you got to say to him?
We appreciate you for coming through, chopping it up with us on this Sunday. Man, when we was playing your music, it definitely sound like that 90s 2000 R&B, which I personally feel like is missing. You know what I'm saying? Because, bro, y'all spoke on Keisha Cole, and I was finna say I should have cheated. That was the first thing that popped up in my head. But I've been listening to a lot of old music as far as like Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say this on air. I just recently started back smoking. You know what I'm saying? So when you kind of focus a little bit more on the music. Yeah. And I was sitting back and I'm like, man, this shit is cold. You feel me? So I feel like you definitely bringing that sound back. I'm not gonna say stay with that, you know what I'm saying? Do whatever you feel like you need to do, wherever the music take you, let it take you, you know what I'm saying? But right now you in your bag, you know, so stay in your bag. Don't let up, don't stop, keep grinding. And if it's somebody in your path that ain't supporting you in the right way, fuck them. Move past them, because all they gonna do is hold you back.
That's true.
Nah, peace and patience.
Let's get it.
Go ahead, throw us out to that record.
Peace and patience. Love, joy, peace, and patience.
Heard that.